Autistic parents or anyone raising an autistic child, this one's for you. Have you heard of autistic restraint collapse? This is where your child suppresses emotions all day, masks all day, but then has an emotional kind of big response or breakdown or meltdown when they get home. They've worked hard all day to follow the rules, to do what they're told, to sit still, to behave, and then they get home. And fortunately, hopefully, they feel psychologically safe enough to fall apart. You might have a perfect child at school who's very well behaved, and your teacher say, she's such an angel. And you're like, she's an angel, she's a monster. And by the way, we can very much love our children, but not always like them. The bond can be challenged when there is restraint collapse or when there is PDA. And PDA, remember, has been reframed, non-pathologized and reframed to persistent drive for autonomy. It's about freedom and self-agency. So what are parents to do with restraint collapse? First of all, deep breaths, be patient. If you yourself are autistic and your child is autistic and they're coming home and they're releasing all these emotions, that's going to potentially trigger you. You might go into sensory overload from their sensory overload. Take time for self-care if you can. If you can, to kind of preempt it, like front load your self-care before they get home, knowing that this is going to happen, or front load your dinner prep, or front load the work that you want to get done or need to get done, because you might be very challenged during those hours after school, especially those first few hours, to take care of your kiddo. And then at night, your kiddo goes to bed, maybe before you. Revenge sleep procrastination takes over sometimes, where we end up scrolling or like reclaiming an ounce of pleasure or joy for ourselves after caretaking, after struggling so much. And that's okay. Like the rule about 1 hour before bedtime, no screen, is excellent and preferred. It's not always possible. You might need to dysregulate. You might need to regulate and just decompress with some scrolling or a movie.